Hey everyone, Seth Campbell here. Welcome back to Segway Plays Donkey Kong 64. In the last episode, we finished up the Frantic Factory, defeating the infernal Mad Jack, one of the most irritating boss battles in this game, largely because of camera. In this episode, rather than move on to the next world quite yet, we have some backtracking to do because we have new Kongs and new abilities that we did not have the first time we were in Jungle Japes or Angry Aztec. So, it's time for a little bit of revisiting. We're going to start in Jungle Japes. And in fact, we're going to start in the Jungle Japes lobby, because, much like most lobbies, there is in fact a banana that we can get here. And we will need two Kongs to get it. The first is Chunky. Because Chunky Kong is the only Kong who can, as the intro DK rap said, pick up a boulder with relative ease. Just walk up to it and press B like any other Kong would pick up a barrel. And Chunky can walk around with a boulder. Unless we forget he makes crushing rocks seem such a breeze. But underneath that rock is a trombone pad. And we know what that means. Oops. I found another banana lanky. Golden banana. So, while we're here, let's take a look at the 3 hint doors that we did not get to see before. Use Diddy to open the gate to Linkies cave. Once inside, slam the stumps and shoot the zingers. Go and see Cranky, or Tiny will find herself unable to fit into the tree stump. X marks the spot for Chunky and gives him a chance to use his weight. Alright. Forewarned is forearmed. And as we return to Jungle Japes, it's a good idea when you're going back to places with new Kongs, I mean we've seen this a little bit already, is rather than just take all of the banana ports, sometimes you want to go the long way because there can be bananas, coins, and golden bananas on the way. For example, you can see some tiny bananas around here. But for those with good memories, you recall that one of the gates in here has a grape switch. And behind that gate is a bonus barrel.
Welcome to Bonus Day.
Mad Maze Mall. Destroy all the baddies, then head for the checkered flag. I think you only hear this music in this game, but it's really cool. Real simple. Defeat the enemies, go to the finish line, and enjoy the music. I'm gonna let the music play out. We so rarely get to hear it. I didn't want to miss it. And there is Lanky's first Jungle Japes banana. So, I want to tell you a story. Like I said, when my family first discovered Donkey Kong 64, the game was already in progress. It was at about this point, although I don't think Mad Jack had been defeated yet. So, we very much learned this game through trial and error and exploration. And I'm actually going to switch to Diddy to open Lanky's cave. It was the one thing we'll need another Kong for while we're here. So, we didn't know, like, okay, you had to free the other Kongs or whatever, or that you didn't start off with some of these abilities. You know, we figured out the music pad thing by accident. And so, a funny thing, like, we'd gotten used to playing this game when we went there. And then, at some point, we came back to this resort place, and someone had reset all the files. So, me being stupid, and a little kid, oh, not Donkey Kong, I want Lanky Kong, thought this meant the game was broken. Now, how could I possibly think that? I know, it seems insane, but when you start off the game in the opening menu, when you have all the Kongs, you see all the Kongs' faces. Patch of dirt here, let's get the point. And so then, when you start a new file, as you saw when I did start a new file, you see question marks instead of the other Kongs. I had only ever played computer games, and generally speaking, whenever I'd seen question marks pop up where other things normally were, that meant something was broken. Don't those pegs look a little loose to you? Yes, thank you, Squawks. So, I don't know. Somehow I thought the game was broken. And, you know, it wasn't until I actually started the game that I realized, oh, new file. And this is how it actually works. Yeah. I mean, I was what? 7? 8? I was not a smart child. And everyone else just, like, nobody verified this. Like, everyone just took my word for it. It's like, oh, it's broken. And they didn't ask how I knew that. Because if I tried to explain it, it would have sounded ridiculous to everybody. Come on. So yes, the Squawk said, you want to pound these pegs. And that makes a whole bunch of zingers appear. There's one really nearby and I don't know where he is. Come on. Where are you? Where are you? Like a swarm of bees. There's another one. And that will cause this painting of DK Isles, which is here for no particular reason, to open and reveal a golden banana. And it also makes a banana fairy appear. Got it in one! Awesome. I'm wondering, is this a DK? It kind of looks like a DK dirt patch, but I'm pretty sure it is not. It's not. Okay. So, what else can we do as Lanky? Like, well, we can get stung by a bee. I always, you know, like I said, I always like to try climbing trees, making sure there are no bananas that we haven't found up there. And in this case, no, there are not. Let's see, we head into these tunnels around the back. And again, I'm having a bit of trouble because of sunlight reflection. I believe there's a banana fairy this way. I think that's probably what the Tiny Kong bananas are meant to indicate. Yeah, so we'll have to come back here with Tiny, but I might as well just do this now. 2 in a row, I'm getting better. Some blue bananas back here. Whole bunch of green balloons and a boulder, so we definitely need Chunky. But you may remember a blue-haired Kasplat and a couple of steep slopes back here. So that means that Lanky Kong is needed. Just gonna hit the balloon first. And jump into this bonus barrel.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Speedy swing sortie. Bounce up into the trees and collect all the coins. Yep, so you can jump on the mushroom because it's a lot faster than just climbing all the way up the tree. And it's simple. Swing on the vines, collect the coins. I am really glad you don't have to adjust your direction like you do in games like Zelda the Wind Waker, because that would make this so much harder. And there you go. Just swing all the way to top, collect all the coins, and you win. Banana. As you expect, the bananas will get more intricate and complicated and difficult to get in later worlds, but seeing as this really is just a trip back to what essentially amounts to the training grounds, things are still pretty simple and easy, even for the Kongs that you didn't have when you first came here. Now, back here in this perpetually rainy grove. Rainy grove, my little love, down the rainy grove. I don't think that's how that goes. I don't know if this is a grove. I'm gonna have to look that up. What is a grove anyway? What constitutes a grove? But you remember that other Kongs had switches back here. But our banana medal is Lanky already. And that causes a gate to open and a timer to start. Let's see. Take the banana port 4. And you may recognize where that was. It was across the vines from Funky's armory. Which means that probably the most efficient way to get this is just to climb up here towards Funky's armory. And swing across. and grab our banana. That makes 4. And we already have Linkies Blueprint, so we know what we need to do for the last one. Only question I have is, where are the last of Linkies blue bananas? Hopefully I'll spot those as I go around with the other Kongs, I guess. But we want to visit Snide. Wait a minute, was that? Aha! See? This is what I was talking about. See? You want to check up trees and everything. Or 5 just sit. Oh. Okay, yeah, there were a few more somewhere. 10 more. Where are they? Well, we will keep an eye out for them. But let's turn in Linkies Blueprint since we're up here. Just because we haven't seen this animation in a while, because each world has a different overly complicated Rube Goldberg machine. Where are those last few blue bananas? There aren't really many places to go. There's some coins down here. Aha! Here are some. Yep, so, they hide collectibles in odd places you might not necessarily think to look. So be vigilant. Okay, some green coins down there. Good to remember. One last place I want to look. Actually, it doesn't really matter at this point. Hang on. Nope, those are green. Purple. And I can't get back there yet as Lanky anyway, so never mind. So there are a mysterious 5 blue bananas somewhere, and we will find them eventually. I am sure. But for now, I think we've accomplished quite a bit in this episode. We have gone back to Jungle Japes and immediately gotten all 5 of Lanky's golden bananas. So in the next episode, it's going to be Tiny Kong's turn. See you soon.